thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I hate to sail on this rotten tub. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. No grog allowed and rotten grub, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. The cooks are drunk and the maid is too. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. And the crew is 14 men to view, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. We'd be better off in a nice clean jail. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. With the smuggled in whores and smuggled in ale, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Whereby rot for the want of more. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. The voyage is done, so we'll go ashore, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. And it's time for us to leave her. Live from P&D Studios, it's This Week Live with Rocky Red Panda. This week's the good, the bad, and the Artist of the Week, Desiree Gamayen. And here's your host, Rocky Red Panda. Hey there, folks. Welcome to This Week Live. I am your host, Rocky Red Panda. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, which was this past week. And if you were me, you don't celebrate it. Because A, your grandmother will roll over in her grave, and B, you're bloody Scottish, laddie. Yep, Henderson and Anderson clans in my family. Yes, I'm so proud to be Scottish. You got it, laddie. Or as we say, it's a curse being part Taiwanese and part Scottish, you know. The Scottish part of me wants to drink, and the Taiwanese part of me doesn't want to pay for it. So, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, yes, let's sing a little ditty of a song about a drunk Scotsman. Yes, I know it's about a Scotsman, but hey, it's Celtic music in the end. So, let me get out my phone, I got my lyrics, so they go something like this. One. Well, Scotsman clad in his kilt at the bar one evening fair. One could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share. He fumbled around until he could no longer keep his feet, and he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring ding diddy diddy laddie o, ring di diddy I-o. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beneath the street. About that time, two young lovely girls just happened by. One says to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See young sleeping Scotsman so strong and handsome build, I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt." Ring ding diddy diddy laddie o, ring di diddy I-o. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt. They kept up on that sleeping Scotsman quiet as they can be, lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see, and there behold for them the view beneath his Scottish skirt was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Ring ding diddy diddy laddie o, ring di diddy I-o, was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. They marveled for a moment, then one said, "We must be gone. Let's leave a present for our friend before we move along." As they left the blue silk ribbon tied into a bow around that bonny star, the Scots kilt to lift and show. Ring ding diddy diddy laddie o, ring di diddy I-o. Oh, around that bonny star, that Scots kilt to lift and show. Now the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled towards a tree. Behind a bush he lifted his kilt and God said what he sees. In the startled voice he says to what's before his eyes, "Ah lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize." Ring ding diddy diddy laddie o, ring di diddy I-o. Ah lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize. And that was the Scotsman. Alright, with that little diddly. It makes me want to drink one after hearing that song, because that is a true Scottish drinking song. So, oh, look at this. Jose! That's right, or Jose. This is Progressive Field, and it is good stuff. Yep, I got my iced coffee here. Like what's wrong? Iced coffee. But, we don't have time for that because, well, I just drank my iced coffee, so forget that. I mean, we gotta jump into this week's The Good, The Bad, and the That's where we poke at some of this week's news. And yes, all politics are on the table, and why am I stumbling around like I just drank? My God! Oh boy. So, yep. The good, the bad, and the So, this week, we won't be tossing the local business card because we'll be tossing something different. In light of this week's news topic of hate. See this right here? Hate. I wrote it onto a piece of paper. Want to know what I think about hate? This. That's what I think about hate. Hate has no place in my house, my show, or in my life. So, now that's out of the way, let's just jump right into the news. So this past week has been a shocker for the Asian community. My community. It seems that violence and rhetoric against my own community has gotten pretty bad. Excuse me for one moment. Better. I had a bright, blinding light right in my eyes. It was like killing me, man. Killing me. But let's start out in Georgia. This past week, 8 people were killed in the Atlanta area during a massage parlor shooting. 3 separate massage parlors, but 8 people were killed. 6 of those victims were Asian. The suspect was identified as Robert Aaron Long, 21, and he stated the reason he did the shootings was he was a sexual addict. Right. It's like saying the reason I attacked the Capitol was because Trump told me to. Then we have this sheriff.
Apparently has an issue, what he considers a sex addiction, and sees these locations as something that allows him to go to these places, and it's a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate. He was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
Because he was having a bad day. No, good sir. A bad day is what the relatives of those who died are having. They have names, you know. Well, let's name them, some of them. Juan Jung Grant, 51. Xiao Jie Tan, 49. Delaney Ashley Yuan, 33, who leaves behind a 13-year-old son and an 8-month-old daughter. Tong A Tu, 63. Sun Cha Kim, 69. Soon Chung Park, 74. And Yao Yu Feng, 44. They are saying that this isn't about racism. That same sheriff was selling anti-Asian t-shirts last year. Take a look at this. Think again. This wasn't racism. Right. It was pure racism. It kind of baffles me, right? But in New York, a 66-year-old Asian man was attacked in Manhattan in unprovoked assault. This is the 14th unprovoked attack impacting the Asian community in New York City. Also in New York, Ron Moynihan was caught on video, I think I said that right, caught on video where she said, "Go back to China," inside a New York City cab. I won't play the video because it hurts to watch. She is the daughter of a late New York senator. Now, of course, while all this is happening, they held a hearing in Washington. House Judiciary Panel holds hearing on rise of violence and discrimination against Asian Americans during COVID-19. Some advocates have blamed former President Donald Trump's rhetoric for stoking discrimination against Asian Americans. Well, he clearly is using hate as a tool. Listen to this 1 year ago today.
Okay, why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus?
It comes from China.
Racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. This came out of nowhere and actually came out of China, which is the way it works. The coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. What's happened since the Chinese virus came about? This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history.
China and others have criticized you for using the phrase Chinese virus. How do you feel about that? Are you going to continue using that phrase?
Well, China was putting out information which was false, that our military gave this to them. That was false. And rather than having an argument, I said, I have to call it where it came from. It did come from China. So I think it's a very accurate term. But no, I didn't appreciate the fact that China was saying that our military gave it to them. Our military did not give it to anybody.
The term Kung Flu, referring to the fact that this virus started in China, is that acceptable? Is it wrong? Are you worried that having this virus be talked about as as a Chinese virus, that might
I
help.
wonder who said
might
that.
focus,
You know who said that?
I'm not sure the person's name, but would you condemn the fact
Say
that
the term
Kung Flu?
again.
A person at the White House used the term
Just the
Kung
term.
Flu. My question is, do
Kung
you think
flu.
that's wrong, Kung Flu? And do you think using the term Chinese virus, that puts Asian Americans at risk, that people might
No, not
target
at all.
them?
No, not at all. I think they probably would agree with it 100%.
It really didn't age well. It really didn't. And neither did the president. As an American, and all Americans, we have an obligation to treat each other with the same respect that you wish to be treated yourself, including treating people in the marginalized communities with the same respect that they deserve. Our former president is to blame for amplifying this form of hatred, just like he took blame for the events that happened on January the 6th. For me, this is January the 6th happening every day for my community over and over again. My people! And I keep asking myself this question. Why? What did we do to you that makes you want to attack, harm, and even kill Asian Americans? Besides putting enough MSG into your food at buffets, enough to kill elephants. Now, all jokes aside. Being of Asian descent, my dad is from Taiwan, born in America. I have Asian in my blood. I know what it's like to be part of a marginalized community. I've heard people call me names, growing up, especially in school, in public, telling me to go back home where you came from, blaming me for the virus. Look, you see this? See this? I am not the virus. I'm Min J. Liu. I'm a second generation born Taiwanese American, and I am darn proud of it. Sorry if I'm getting emotional here. 很骄傲，为我的台湾兄长孝道自豪，我的台湾家庭。I want to end on a little happy note for this week's news segment. Yes! Check this out.
The troubling attacks continue everywhere. This gutsy 75-year-old woman gave an alleged attacker a lot more than he bargained for. She says she fought back with that stick after this guy punched her in the face for no reason in San Francisco.
Yes, this grandma fought back. This Asian badass grandma. She fought back against her attacker in San Francisco. He punched her in the face for no reason. Look, America is tired. It's worn down. I bet the founding fathers are rolling over in their graves. America is supposed to be a place for everyone. A place to start a new life and make dreams happen. Not a place to be attacked. Not a place for people like me to have to be worried walking out there. What's gonna happen? Am I gonna be okay? Is my dad gonna be okay? You know, I don't know. I did my duty this week, however. I reported my incident that I mentioned on the show a while back to a website everyone should know. The link will be right down here. It's called StopAAPIHate.org. There is a saying, if you see something, say something. Just because it didn't happen to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Simply put. Simply put. So if you see something, say something, and report it to StopAAPIHate.org. Hey, we got through it. But this has been this week's The Good, The Bad, and The Huh. So we'll be right back after these brief messages with Artist of the Week, Desiree Gamayen. That's right. So stick around, folks. Hey there, folks. This is Rocky Red Panda, your host of This Week Live, P&D Studios, and illustrator at Panda Numeric Designs. Are you looking to get official This Week Live, P&D Studio, and Panda Numeric Design merchandise? That's right. Go to my website at pandaanddesigns.com, click on the shop, which will take you to some sweet, sweet stuff via my online Etsy store. And welcome back, you guys. I mean, that was kind of a tough segment to do, all about hate against the Asian community, but it had to be done, and it really did need to be talked about, you know, with all of this rhetoric. But we're going to get into something more happier, however. This is the Artist of the Week. Alright, folks, so this week's Artist of the Week is Desiree Gamayen. Desiree Gamayen, or DeiDrawArt. That's right. So, she already sent me one piece of art, so which is cool. It makes my job a whole lot easier. So let's take a look at this one piece of art. So this is actually what she told me is a picture, self-portrait of her drawing in what she calls her little artist studio. And I think that's pretty cool. I like this, but we'll get back to this lovely piece of art here in a few moments. So with every artist I have on my show, I feature in the Artist of the Week, I ask them a certain questions, and they give me their responses, and I tell it to you guys. Basically, like, I'm the artist, and I'm speaking to you. So, Desiree says, I am Desiree Gamayen, also known as Day, pronounced like day. I'm from the Philippines, 21 years of age. In the past, I'm working as a factory worker while improving my art. I think that was the hardest time that I've experienced. I wake up at 4 in the morning and we are stand for 12 hours in the factory. Then after work, I study my art, practice until I sleep. I'm so grateful that I'm still alive because lack of sleep is bad for our health. But today, I'm so grateful because I don't have to work. I have lots of time to improve my skills in art. I don't have a job, but I'm having fun on what I really want in life. And of course, folks, that is the most important part. And, you know, like, that is a very important lesson right there. Don't overwork yourself to death. My art is about me, my lifestyle, and sometimes it is also represent what other people life. I'm still improving my art style. It was a semi-realism with a twist of anime. I don't know what I should call it. I like it. I mean, I don't know what to call it either, so maybe something will click here towards the end of the show. I would love to work with raw straw. Oh my, you just said raw straw. Oh, my heart is sunk. I love raw straw. He's my idol, and I really want to be like him. I really love his artwork. But before I work with him, I want to improve my art first. Maybe I can help you on that. To those people who want to be an artist right now, I don't have any achievement. All I have is my talent, skills, determination, and my arts. You don't have to be good right now. All you need is moving forward. Take a baby step every single day. Study the basic in art. Practice and practice. Have fun on making artwork, and you won't notice that you are far from where you start. Those are really, really good words. DeiDrawArt. So, let's start with this lovely piece of work here. The one she sent me. So she doesn't know what to call her art style. I call it unique. Because when I look at this, she's using many different techniques in her drawing. First off, you can see the anime style right there in the face. But this is almost realistic. My goodness. This is almost realistic. You have the sun and the rays just beautifully behind her, shining right onto where she's drawing. I'm guessing she's using the Wacom because the pen, the tablet, and the computer. I think this is just absolutely brilliant. It's beautiful. Now she's using, again, many different techniques because if you look here, this is puzzle pieces, but that looks like a photographic technique used in Photoshop that I use as a designer. When I do graphic designing, I kind of implant what you call that little pattern right into the work. Now the details that I absolutely love, this is what draws me away. I don't care about this. I don't care about her. I'm looking here. The flower details, especially on the bedding, there, right there, on the pillow. I think that's absolutely amazing. And then she has a simplified background. She has the shading, the coloring in the background. And again, I'm just going to go back with the light because the curtain is very, very light and is shining this direction. Everything here I see is just absolutely beautiful. Now, you don't have art skills? DeiDrawArt, you have art skills. You have talent. I like your story of being a factory worker and now you don't work factory anymore because it's bad for your health and you need sleep and now you just concentrate on art. I think that's amazing. You are just like me when I was growing up and I did this. This is just absolutely amazing. I am blown away by your talent. If I can give you one piece of advice from one artist to another, practice, 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 keep trying, and don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. By you telling yourself, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't have any talents, this right here, that is a talent. And you have absolutely amazing skills. I just had to say that. See if I missed anything. Absolutely not. I think we're good. And we are. Alright. So this has been this week's The Artist of the Week. Thank you, Desiree Gamayen, for being this week's Artist of the Week. You can definitely check her out. All the information for her will be in the About Me section. She does have a YouTube, so definitely check out her art. And we'll be right back after these messages. You are watching This Week Live with Rocky Red Panda, only on PND Studios. Make sure to like and subscribe. And welcome back, you guys. So if you saw my video from this past Friday, you would have realized I did a little shopping. I did a little upgrade with my camera. The current camera that I'm using is the Sony ZV-1. I got this over this past summer. It is an awesome camera. Now, I actually traveled down to Baltimore, Maryland. If you're curious where the store is, it's 3838 Falls Road, Baltimore, Maryland. It's called Service Photo Supply Incorporated. I absolutely love this store. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Check out this photo. This is awesome, guys. This is awesome. Now, the camera stores around my area, they don't really carry Sony supplies unless it's used. So for me to find a store that sells dedicated Sony supplies, that makes me so happy. Yes, very happy. And of course, you know, this camera is going to be used for the wedding video photography, and also for a company that I work for, film company. Yes, I am filming a horror film, and which I'm also a part of. Definitely check out Mortician. Yes, the Indiegogo is up right now, so you can donate to help fund Mortician. Yes, we can use all the help we can get, folks. A little shout out. Hi, Corey. Yes, Mortician. Definitely check it out. But getting back to the point, I had the A6300. I got that camera as a replacement to the one that got stolen at the PA car show, which was the A6000. Big change. And I figured, it's time to go to a full frame. But what do I get? Do I get the A7 III? Do I get the A7R3? This has been an interesting adventure. I've been talking to a lot of other Sony heads. It's like, we'll get the A7R3 because you can crop. You can crop photos. You can crop photos. You can crop photos. If I hear that word crop again, my head's going to be like... But regardless, I took someone's advice by saying, go for the cheaper option, buy your lenses, buy your accessories, and then when you're ready, trade your cheaper option in, just the body, and you'll have everything else. So, here is my upgrade. This is the Sony A7 III. This is a big upgrade. A huge, huge, huge upgrade. Now watch. I do this symbolically. See this little spot here? Right here? This is where my camera box is going. Just like so. Yep, that's right. So, I got the A7 III. Now, what is the A7 III? It's a full-frame camera by Sony. It has 24 megapixels, 4K filming, dual memory card slots, a bigger battery, but it's so much more. So much, I really can't explain it, but let me show it to you. First off, let me switch the lenses out. I feel like a true camera guy. But let's just talk about the body. So I'm going to put you on. Come on. There we go. Paint. Boom. This is the A6300. That's right. It is a beast. It is heavy. It is thick. Wow. Makes it sound suggestive. Take a look at this battery. This battery is a lot bigger than the previous battery. I just absolutely love it. And of course, you push this on the side. You got your dual memory card slots. Uno and dos. And then of course, you look on the other side. You got ports galore. I'm still trying to play around with it. You got your microphone jack, which is pretty cool. And then over here, you got more ports galore. This is your HDMI port, your headphone jack, and then these is your charging ports. I absolutely love this. This camera is a beast. Now, I already had the kit lens. The kit lens is this one right here. This is the, what is the kit lens? This is the 2870. I got this when I had to get a replacement lens that broke when I was at my friend Brian's wedding. So, but this is the kit lens. This is absolutely beautiful. And I just love this camera. This camera is amazing. Turn it on here. Take a look at you guys. Hi. I see you. Boom. See? Just like so. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, I mean, this thing with the lens on it, this is pretty bulky. It is pretty heavy. Now, moving away from the camera here for a moment. What else did I end up getting? I got a second lens. This is a 50 millimeter f1.8 lens, which is this one right here. This is an awesome lens. I'm going to enjoy that. And then the other upgrade, since I'm working in the film industry, ooh, why am I doing that? This goes on my shelf. I'll put you right there. Film industry is, I got the video mic, Rode microphone. This one right here. So this has high pass filter, 10-year warranty, over 100 hours battery life, pad, an integrated right coat layer suspension, whatever that means. So let's go ahead and let's open this bad boy up, because the current one I'm using is the Video Mic Go. You want to see what my old one was? This is my old one. It's still usable, but back here it broke in the back. It's missing the windsock. That part's been pushed in. It's been played around. It's been shoved. So you know what I'm going to do with this? Watch. This one's going in the trash. Boom. Alright. So let's take a look at this bad boy. They really package this well. Now, wow. Wow. And of course you got the instructions. Huh. So, I never seen this. Quality assurance checklist. So, acoustic QA station. It was tested by Jan. Check for scratch markings, serial number applied, cleaned by Jan. And this was packaged. Guess who the last name is? You ready for this? You ready? Lou. The last name was a Lou. I'm a Lou. You're a Lou. We're all a Lou. Hey! So this is the microphone itself. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm actually quite enjoying it. So you got your battery compartment here, which this slides out and opens up. And it takes a 9-volt battery, which they tossed in for free. So let's go ahead and let's put this 9-volt in. Plus, minus, plus, minus. Goes in. Then we're going to slide this back on. If I can get this on right. This is a very professional lens. Lens, microphone. Oh, come on, folks. Excuse me while we're having some technical difficulty. That's on. And it is on. You can see the little green light on the back. So supposedly, with this being a nice one, you could film and get all the sound and detail without the background, so you can just hear the people's voices. Now, I better not lose this windsock, because if I do, boy, let's see. Bounces, made of sturdy material. I kind of like this. I think I like this. I really do. I think this is going to be quite awesome to use. I'm going to think about the fact that this was made, inspected by Lou. Oh, that is absolutely funny. I enjoy it. So, with it on the camera, we got this video mic by Rode. Let's take this little hot shoe off. We're going to unzip. Slide it in. Maybe. Boom. And then we're going to open up the side. I think it's the first one. Yes, it is. Plug it in. And there we go, you guys. I think this is an awesome, awesome win. Let's set this to movie. We're going to do a little test here. It's on. Check. 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. All right, so we're going to do a little test here. This is me speaking with the Rode microphone on. That's right. This is me speaking without the Rode microphone. So let's see how this works, folks. All right. Let's go here. This is without it. This is me speaking without the Rode microphone. Okay. Let's see what it sounds like with it on. This is me speaking with the Rode microphone on. That's right. That's actually pretty good. I kind of like this microphone. I think this microphone is awesome. So, yeah, that's our little toy. That's my new camera. It's going to take getting used to with a full frame. But, you know, at the same time, I'm also going to enjoy it too. Because it's going to be a new adventure. And definitely you will be joining me on that adventure. So, huzzah! But I want to give a big thank you to this week's Artist of the Week, Desiree. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also want to give a big thank you to all of my fans that have been with me throughout this show. It's been fun, you guys. I quite enjoy it. Now, as always, until next week, I will catch you on the flip side. Enjoy your week. Peace out. I forgot my coffee. Sorry, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, folks. Like and subscribe.